Hey, Lon Naylor with PPT Video here, and today I've got another freebie sample pack for you. This comes from the SmartSlide Pro collection of PowerPoint templates. Just click the link to go check them out, and then follow along in this tutorial as I show you how to modify them. I'll cover the pros, the cons, and give you some tips and tricks in the process. Let's get started. SmartSlide Pro is a truly massive collection of over 800 PowerPoint slides that we can use. And one of the new trends in PowerPoint templates is the fact that as opposed to a single presentation with a single purpose, we're now seeing lots of these collections that have modules of elements in categories that we can pick and choose from. So basically, if you need an opening slide or an About Us slide, one that defines your mission statement, or even has collections of various kinds of infographics and other elements, we can now go into a slide deck and pick and choose which ones we want to use. So the collections are these slide decks that are organized by these kinds of categories. If we open up the preview here, we get to pick and choose from all of these kinds of opening slides, as an example, or our services, and all kinds of other elements and really interesting designs like brush styles, maps, arrows and infographics, testimonial pages, social media infographics, contact us. Much more like a kind of toolkit set that we can mix and match and create our own custom presentations. Let's go ahead and open up the opening slides. And again, what we'll find is a whole bunch of slides to pick and choose from that all have excellent design. They're also all animated. So let's go ahead and pick one. I'm going to right-click, copy, head over to a blank presentation, and then I'll get rid of this title slide, right-click, and paste, keeping the source formatting. And just repeat that process for any other kinds of slides I might want to add to my presentation. Maybe picking a slide for our services as an example. So you get the idea. One of my favorites are the brush styles. These have just an absolutely awesome design aspect to them, and that's because they use what are called layouts. If we check it out, you see that these are pre-configured shapes that we can quickly and easily change and modify to include our own pictures. So I'll pick one of these, and that's how I'll start to build a custom slide presentation. Click on the first slide and I'll show you how to modify this. It has an animation to it, which is nice. I like it. And of course, the first thing I'll probably want to do is swap out this image. So here's my tip and trick for doing this as painlessly as possible. I'm going to right-click on the slide and I'm going to duplicate it. I'm going to right-click on the copy and I'm going to hide this slide. This is going to be a reference copy for me. You'll see why in just a second. So let's click on the one we're going to modify, click on the image, and press the delete key. This is a slide layout, and basically we're going to refill this shape, this long oblong rectangle shape, with our own picture. So let's click on Pictures, select one, and if I like, I can go to Crop, to Fill, and maybe adjust things. You got to kind of stay inside the lines here, but you can almost always get it to work for what you need. And crop it. Alright, so that looks good, but here's the problem. If we go ahead now and play the animation, yeah, that's busted. So here's why and how we're going to fix it. Let's open up the Animations pane, and also I can click on the image, go to Format, and open up the Selection pane. Let's look at our reference slide again, click on the image, and what you'll notice is that the image itself is called Picture Placeholder, and it's on the bottom of all of our layers of stuff on this slide. And also there's the animation that makes it come in over here. Well, when we delete the image and re-add our own into the layout, what you'll notice is that if I click on it, the picture placeholder is now at the top. So what I want to do is drag this down to be in the right position. Now it looks better. But the other side effect there is that when we deleted it, we also deleted the animation. So what I'm going to do is go to my reference copy, click on the image, go to the animations, and click the animation painter. Go back to my slide and simply click on the image. That reapplies or paints the animation onto my modified version here, but the last bit that we'll notice is that the animation needs to be on top. So we'll go back and just drag this up to the top, and now everything should work properly and look good. This is the most pain-free way and quickest and easiest, frankly, to get these slides modified and working properly. I can now just go ahead and delete my reference copy. And this little technique works for pretty much all the kinds of pictures, especially ones that are in the form of shapes, that I might want to modify. Just follow that same process. And here's what I'm not real wild about with all the templates that I see from PowerPoint template creators. On almost every slide you find from almost every developer, you'll see all of these big blocks of teeny tiny text. If we go and look at it, we'll see that this is 16 point. Some are even smaller. This is 9-point font. I'm a veteran of almost 500 live stage presentations. I have created hundreds of videos using PowerPoint templates. Never, ever, ever in my wildest dreams would I ever use a slide like this with these very small blocks of text. It's basically useless. I guess if I was maybe creating a PDF document, then a 9 or 12-point font might be applicable, but for delivering a visual message, either from the stage or in a form of a video, yeah, that's not going to cut it. So dear PowerPoint template creators, please stop doing that. Give us some stuff that we can use without doing all kinds of modifications. Speaking of modifications, let's take a look at this guy and let me show you how I might go about making this a little more useful. First of all, I'm going to do my little trick, duplicate this slide. So let's click on this guy, delete, add my new picture. Let's choose this one, and we'll customize this slide. And in general, right off the bat, what I'm going to do is probably get rid of a bunch of text boxes. So let's click on this one and delete it. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. Let's shorten our placeholder text, and let's make this guy bigger. And in general, I like to go for probably a minimum of at least 28 points. I'm going to take this one to 36. And for things like our title, I might even bump this up to like 80 and change the text. And then just start to position things. Again, just making things bigger, bolder, as appropriate. Again, lots of text. And position stuff the way I want. Alright. Let's check our work. And you see we lost the animation on this one. So, go back to our reference copy, click on the image, open the animation pane, paint, and apply. And this time, if we look at our reference slide, we'll see that the animation stays at the bottom. So I'm basically just comparing the two. If I wanted it to come in first, you can rearrange things and customize them pretty much any way you want, including things like changing the background, or pretty much whatever you want to do. So that's how we can basically modify some existing slides. But the other thing that is very nice about big collections like this is all of the stuff that we can copy, paste, and swipe and use. So here we have all kinds of really interesting graphics and things that we can use. And if I click on this guy, you see that this is a vector graphic, meaning that each individual piece and part can be modified for color or things like that. I'll show you another trick. Let's click on this, right click, copy, go to our slide presentation. Let's create a new slide, change the layout to blank, and right click. And if you'll notice, as I go to paste, I have a couple of options here. I can use the destination theme, which are all the colors and palettes that I have set for my custom presentation, or I can keep the source formatting, which has its own color palette. So this makes it really easy to find elements and all of these cool graphics and things and have them match the presentation that I'm working on. I can add my own text boxes, probably copy and paste the block sizes and styles that I have here, and boom, you're good to go. So the absolutely massive amount of stuff that you get with a package like this really makes it interesting and a valuable addition. There's also other kinds of templates, videos, and I'll let you check out all of the various stuff that you get on this page here. There are extra bonuses included, and I've also got a coupon code for you for an extra $4 off. Go ahead and pick up your copy, and at checkout, apply the coupon PPT Video, all one word, apply, and you get yourself a steal of a deal. And oh yeah, I put together a quick sample pack for you. Go ahead and download them, play around with these, and see how awesome these designs can be, and enjoy. That's it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.